Magandang hapon, Pilipinas! Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH at sa lahat ng nanonood ng RH-TV. Lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kasamahang alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Isa sa mga bagay na talagang nagdadala ng kasiyahan sa akin ay ang pagtuturo. In fact, sa aming Ballet Manila School, madalas kong pinipili ay yung mga pinakamaliit at pinakabatang mga estudyante namin dahil sila rin ang pinaka-challenging turuan. At syempre, kapag nakikita mong mabilis ang development ng mga batang ito, kakaibang satisfaction at sense of pride ang nadarama mo, lalo na kapag naging professional dancers din sila in the long run. Ang ating bisita sa hapong ito ay isa sa mga maituturing naming pride and joy ng Ballet Manila dahil isa siyang mabuting ehemplo ng isang batang nangarap, nagpursigi at nagtagumpay bilang isang premyadong ballerina hindi lamang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi pati na rin sa Amerika kung saan siya ngayon nakabase. Mga kaibigan, samahan ninyo po kami sa isang mainit na pagsalubong sa soloista ng Joffrey Ballet at dating Ballet Manila protege na si Cristine Rocas.
Isinilang sa Maynila noong 1987, si Cristine Joy Rocas ay nagsimulang mag-aral ng ballet sa Ballet Manila School sa edad na 10 taong gulang. Maaga siyang nagpakita ng talento sa pagsayaw kung kaya't naging miyembro at soloista siya ng Ballet Manila na nagbigay sa kanya ng pagkakataong sumali sa mga prestigyosong kompetisyon. Noong 2003, tumanggap siya ng finalist's certificate para sa junior division ng 9th Asian Pacific International Ballet Competition sa Tokyo, Japan. Nang sumunod na taon, naging full scholar siya sa 2004 Aberdeen International Youth Festival na ginanap naman sa Aberdeen, Scotland. Taong 2005, nang sumali siya sa Helsinki International Ballet Competition sa Finland, kung saan nagtapos siya bilang semi-finalist sa junior division. At noong taon ding yon, nagkamit siya ng silver medal mula sa New York International Ballet Competition, kung saan ibinigay din sa kanya ang Arpino Award kasama ang 1-year contract mula sa Joffrey Ballet sa Chicago. Mula nang maging kasampi ng Joffrey Ballet noong 2005, nakasama na si Cristine bilang soloista sa mga produksyong tulad ng Apollo, Cinderella, The Dream, Giselle, The Green Table, Light Rain, Le Presage, The Nutcracker, In the Night, Reflections, Pretty Ballet, Crossed, Age of Innocence, After the Rain, Stravinsky Violin Concerto, Romeo and Juliet at The Merrill Widow. Ipinagmamalaki ng Art2art na makasama sa hapong ito ang premyadong Filipino ballerina na si Cristine Rocas.
Christine, welcome to Art2art. Welcome home and welcome to Art2art.
Salamat po.
Nako, alam niyo po mga kaibigan, kagabi ay katatapos lang namin magtanghal ng Stars of Philippine Ballet kung saan pinagsama namin ang ilan sa pinakamagagaling na Filipino ballet dancers na nagtataas ng bandila ng Pilipinas sa iba't ibang bansa. So Christine, para sa mga hindi nakapanood kagabi, can you tell our audience about the numbers you performed in the gala last night with your partner, Mauro Villanueva?
So, kagabi po, sinayaw po namin dalawang very special pieces po para sa aming dalawa. Ang isa po ay isang padedu from a ballet na tinatawag naming Reflections na ginawa po ng isa sa founders ng Joffrey Ballet sa Chicago na si Mr. Gerald Arpino. At ito po ay isang napakagandang masasabing neo-classical na nakikita mo ang classical form sa pagsasayaw pero dinagdagan lang po niya ng konting flair sa iba't ibang steps na makikita niya very distinct at stylized na pagsasayaw. Ang pangalawa naman po na ginawa namin ay ang pangalawang adagio ng bells na kinoreograph naman po ni Yuri Posokov. Isa po siyang dating Russian dancer na naging principal dancer ng San Francisco Ballet nung panahon po niya. At ngayon po ay gumagawa po siya ng maraming mga magagandang ballet. At napaka-lucky ko po na nagawa ko pong sayawin ng mga ballets niya. Ito naman pong adagio na to ay very passionate, kumbaga po.
May
masasabi-
halikan nga eh, di ba?
Oo nga po eh.
Sabi ko nga, yung baby Cristine, nagkikita-halikan na sa stage.
Opo. May halikan nga po siya sa dulo. Masasabi pong ang sayaw na po ito ay mababase sa isang typical na relationship sa isang lalaki at isang babae. Makikita na may frustration sa isa't isa, minsan may galit, pero at the end, malalaman mo na mahal talaga nila isa't isa after all those things that nadaanan po nila. So, hence, yung halikan nga po sa huli.
Oo nga. At yung halikan sa huli.
Yung halikan sa huli.
Huwag natin makakalimutan yan. Okay, Cristine, how did it feel to be on the Philippine stage once again, dancing for your family, your friends, and your fellow Filipinos?
Sa totoo lang po. Talagang
Kinabahan ka?
Sobrang kinabahan po ako. Sa lahat naman po ng mga performances, masasabi na may dagdag ka ba po talaga? Nakakatuwa yung nervous feeling na may build up, tapos ibubuhos mo po lahat sa isang performance. Pero pag iniisip ko po na, okay, yung mga kaibigan ko, 8 years na nila akong hindi nakikitang sumayaw. Nakakadagdag pressure po. At saka for the Filipino audience na syempre, lahat po kaming mga Filipino dancers na sumayaw po abroad. Syempre, gusto rin namin maipakita yung mga lessons na natutunan din po namin sa iba't ibang experiences namin sa ibang bansa. So, yun po, yun yung mga gusto ko pong i-impart sa Filipino audience. And napakasaya pong mag-perform after all these years. Parang meron na-high po ako. Na-high ako sa pagsasayaw dito po ulit sa
At
Pilipinas.
napakainit naman ng pagtanggap sa iyo ng Filipino audience.
Maraming salamat naman.
So, talagang proud na proud kami, Cristine. Mga
Salamat
kaibigan,
po.
nakatingin ako sa dating baby na tinuturaan ko dito. Hindi ako makapaniwala na nagkasama kami muli sa entablado kagabi. Okay, siguro nung 10 taong gulang ka at una ka naming naging estudyante sa Ballet Manila School, magbalik tanaw tayo. Bakit ka naging interested na maging isang ballet dancer? Alam ko na nag-umpisa ka bilang isang gymnast.
Opo.
And that brought you into the road of becoming a ballet dancer.
Opo.
Was that a choice? Did it happen by accident? Ano nangyari?
Masasabi ko pong aksidente po talaga siya dahil nung maliit po ako, at masasabi ko na rin po na siguro sa lahat ng mga bata, mga magulang talagang pinupursige ang mga bata na maghanap ng kanilang mga interes sa buhay. So, yung mga magulang, ine-enroll ang mga bata sa swimming, sa gymnastics, sa ballet, ganun po. Sa akin naman po, sa gymnastics po ako dinala po ng mga magulang ko. Sa pag-gymnastics po, masasabing na-discover ako.
Ilang taong ka nun nung nag-gymnastics
Mga
ka?
8 po.
8 years old ka na?
Opo.
So you didn't start at 3, 4, yung mga baby gymnasts?
Mga 8 po ako noon. Tapos, may isa pong Bulgarian coach ng rhythmic gymnastics. Nandun po siya. Nakita po niya ako. So, tinawag po niya ako na, magsumali ka muna sa rhythmic gymnastics. Yung po yung pagsasayaw ng may bola, hula hoop, yung mga ganun po. Tapos, so, sinimulan ko po. Tapos, nagustuhan ko naman po siya. Tapos, sabi nila sa akin na malaking improvement ang makikita ko po kung nag-enroll din po ako sa ballet. So, magmula po no, nag-enroll po ako sa ballet school. At sa umpisa nga po, nagklase po ako sa isa pong maliit na ballet studio sa Quezon City lang po. Tapos, natuwa rin po ako doon. Natuwa po ako kagad. Tapos, yung mama ko po, nakita niya yung advertisement niyo po sa auditions for scholarship at mas malapit po siya sa gymnastics. Mas malapit po siya sa gymnastics.
Sa Rizal Stadium lang.
Sa Rizal Stadium lang po kami at nasa Donada lang po kayo. Sabi ni Mama, Tin, punta tayo sa audition. Malay mo. Tapos sabi ko, nainis po ako sa nanay ko.
Bakit?
Kasi po kinakabahan po ako.
Kinabahan ka sa audition?
Opo, kinabahan po ako sa audition. Tapos natatakot din po. kahit na bata po, I think meron na pong sense na ayaw mo pong mapahiya na ma-deny ng masabi sa'yo na, oh, hindi ka ganun
Hindi ka
kagaling,
tanggap.
hindi ka tanggap. Mahirap talaga po yun. Pero sabi ng mama, okay, punta ka na lang. Pero nung pagdating ko po sa audition, nag-enjoy po kagad ako. Hindi ko po alam kung bakit. Ganda po ng studio, tapos nakita ko po kayo, tapos nagpa-autograph pa po ako sa inyo.
Talaga?
Opo.
Yun.
Nasa isa pa po siyang post-it note.
Okay.
Tapos, pinaskill ko po siya sa unang ballet na napanood ko na Le Corsair sa Meralco Theater pa po yun. Kasama po ng Crush New Year's.
Oo, buntis ako nun.
Opo.
Kay Missy. Oh my God.
So, hindi po kayo nakasayaw.
So, hindi ako nakasayaw nun.
Opo.
Okay.
Yun po, tas natanggap naman po ako. So, yun po yung umpisa ng serious ballet training ko po. At na talagang nag-stick po siya talaga sa puso ko na nag-enjoy po talaga ako. Hanggang po sa lumaki ako na ballet po talaga ang pinili kong career sa buhay ko po.
And of course, pagkatapos ng, natanggap ka ng scholar and nakapanood ka na ng ballet, and pumunta tayo sa ballet competitions.
Okay po.
Okay, yung ballet competitions na sinalihan mo bilang scholar ng Ballet Manila. The first, if I remember correctly, was Asian Pacific.
Correct po.
Asian Pacific Ballet Competition sa Tokyo.
Opo.
Ang sinayaw mo noon ay Bluebird.
Bluebird variation and Black Swan variation.
Black Swan
you will
variation.
remember. I flopped.
Was I in the
Yes,
board
you
of judges?
were in the board of judges.
Okay. Yes, I remember that very
Oh
well.
my gosh!
Okay, and that was your first competition.
Yes.
After that was Helsinki, Junior Division, semi-finalist.
Correct.
Yeah. Asian Pacific was finalist,
Opo.
right? Semi-finalist in Helsinki, and then of course we go to the New York International Ballet Competition noong 2005,
Opo.
kung saan, of course, nalaman ko through the telephone na nanalo ka ng silver medal.
Opo.
There was no gold medal awarded that year. And meron ka ng Arpino Award, which was a 1-year contract sa Joffrey Ballet.
Opo.
I'm sure yung experiences mo in those competitions, especially the last one, basically changed your life.
Ay, opo, talaga pong nag-iba po talaga yung buhay ko magmula po noon. I mean, yung buhay ko po talagang dinevote ko po sa Ballet Manila. Talagang masaya po akong dancer doon. Nabibigyan niyo po ako ng mga oportunidad and I'm talagang nagpapasalamat po ako sa mga yon. Hindi ko po akalain na ang buhay ko po mag-iiba ng sobrang drastic po sa palagay ko po. Dahil ang gusto ko lang po talaga sa buhay ko po noon ay maging kagaya niyo po, na maging balerina po ng bayan,
Okay.
na maihandog po ang ballet sa mga Pilipino, at magawa ko po man lang yung isang fraction po ng nagagawa ninyo. Malaking tuwa ko na po talaga. At ang akala ko po na ang buong career ko po, may ipapamahagi ko po sa Ballet Manila at sa Pilipinas na rin po. Pero po, nung nakuha ko po yung kontrata, napaka-honored po ako at very flattered na naisip nila na may potential ka, na maipepresent ka sa world stage, sa Joffrey Ballet of all places, na talagang nakilala na po sa buong United States. So, napakahirap po na decision yun dahil mahal ko po ang Ballet Manila, mahal ko ang Pilipinas, mahal ko po ang pamilya ko, lahat po ng mga kaibigan ko. Pero at the end of it, napakagandang oportunidad to na maaaring hindi na bumalik sa akin. So, kailangan ko po talaga siyang kunin. At magmula po nun,
In fact, parang naalala ko, sinabi ko sa'yo, Cristine, kung hindi mo tanggapin yan, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin.
Opo. I remember po yan. Dito sa small studio pa po yun. Kaya po talagang
So of course, no regrets.
no regrets po talaga. Marami po akong natutunan. Madami po akong mga nakilalang magagaling din po na dancers na marami rin pong naitulong sa akin. Mga choreographers na siguro hindi ko po makikilala kung nag-stay po ako. Na siguro in the future makikilala din po ng mga Pilipino at makikita ng Filipino audience ang kanilang mga choreographies. So yes po, no regrets. I'm very happy.
Okay. Looking back, ano yung pinakamahalagang natutunan mo sa training mo sa Pilipinas na nagamit mo sa Amerika?
Sa tingin ko po yung disiplinado po Kapag disiplinado ka po talaga, madali mong matututunan ng mga kailangan mong matutunan para ma-build mo yung isang magandang solid foundation na magdadala sa'yo sa career niyo po. Kasi kung tatamad-tamad ka po kapag nagtatraining ka, wala po talagang mangyayari.
Talaga.
I mean, sa umpisa talagang kailangan porsigido po talaga kayo. And maybe in the future, nandun na sa katawan mo lahat ng kailangan mo at magiging mas madali nang mag-explore ng, kumbaga masasabi nating artistry, yung konting dagdag flair, yung ganun po, konting kinang, ganun. Kasi andun na lahat.
Yes.
Pero kung skinip nyo po yung process na pagte-training, tas hindi ka umabot sa punto na sigurado ka sa katawan mo, yung dagdag, yung konting dagdag, napakahirap ilagay sa katawan. Kaya yun po yung masasabi ko na kailangan mga bata, disiplinado po talaga paglaki.
Narinig nyo yan, ha? Disiplina ang kailangan. Mga kaibigan, marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama ng ating panauhing Joffrey Ballet soloist Cristine Rocas. Dito pa rin sa Art2art. Magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art2art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto, update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art2art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa pelikula, inihahandog ng Embassy of France to the Philippines, Alliance Française de Manille at Institut Français ang kanilang taunang French Film Festival mula June 7 hanggang June 9 sa Greenbelt 3 Cinemas, Makati City. Ang pelikulang comedy na Le Prénom o What's in a Name tungkol sa pagpapangalan ng anak ang magbubukas sa festival. Para sa kompletong schedule ng festival, tumawag sa 805-3860 o mag-email sa frenchfilmfest@gmail.com. Ang Greenbelt ay matatagpuan sa Paseo de Rojas, corner Legazpi Street, Ayala Center, Makati City. Sa teatro, bilang pagdiriwang ng kanilang ika-11 anibersaryo, inihahandog ng Silly People's Improv Theater o SPIT at ng PETA Theater Center ang Manila Improv Festival 2013 mula June 25 hanggang June 30. Tampok ang mga sumusunod na improv groups: People's Liberation Improv at Three Dudes Improv ng Hong Kong, Beijing Improv ng Beijing, Taichung Improv ng Taiwan, Xiamen Improv ng Xiamen, ZMAC ng Shanghai, Pirates of Tokyo Bay ng Tokyo at Silly People's Improv Theater ng Manila. 3 grupo ang mapapanood sa bawat palabas na itatanghal sa June 26, June 27, 28, 29 at June 30 sa PETA Theater Center na matatagpuan sa No. 5 Amer Drive, New Manila, Quezon City. Meron ding isasagawang workshop mula June 28 hanggang June 30. Para sa ticket at karagdagang impormasyon, tumawag sa 410-0822 Local 14-215. Sa Sining Biswal, bilang pagdiriwang ng kanilang ika-10 anniversary, inihahandog ng Renaissance Gallery ang kanilang group exhibit kung saan tampok ang mga obra na mahigit sa 50 alagad ng sining. Magbubukas ang exhibit sa June 5 sa SM Mega Mall, Mandaluyong City, kung saan panauhing pandangal ang mga national artists na sina Napoleon Abueva, Arturo Luz, Ben Cabrera at Abdul Mari Imao at iba pang respetadong pangalan sa sining biswal. Ang curator ng exhibit na pinamagatang Renaissance, A Decade of Renaissance Art Gallery ay ang batikang art critic na si Sid Reyes. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, tumawag sa 637-3101 at makikita ang exhibit hanggang June 29.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art2art.
kasama pa rin natin ang premiadong Filipino ballerina na si Cristine Rocas at ngayon ang kasama natin din ay ang kanyang partner, Joffrey Ballet soloist, Mauro Villanueva. Welcome to the show, Mauro.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you don't mind me pulling you off the sidelines
No,
there to
that's
join
okay.
Cristine. Well, I guess first of all, how was it like dancing with Cristine in Aliw Theater last night?
It was a wonderful experience. Christine and I have a very friendly and easygoing partnership, so it's always a wonderful experience.
When did you first work together?
We first worked together when the Joffrey Ballet decided to do their version of Giselle. And Christine and I were both younger members of the company at the time, and we were put together to work on being Giselle and Albrecht. So that was quite a learning experience for both of us. It was nice to go on that journey together.
And when was this? In
2008.
8. So 3
Yes.
years into the Joffrey Ballet. Well, let's go backtrack, Christine, to when you first joined Joffrey Ballet. Was there more pressure because of that silver medal from New York and the contract with Joffrey? How did you feel going into this new ballet company?
I remember being nervous. I was in the apartment trying to figure out what to wear. If I should wear if there was a different fashion sense in class at the Joffrey. And I went in there thinking that I could be really one of them and that maybe I could be a soloist right off the bat, given that I won the competition, and they handpicked me out of that competition and thought that I was good enough to be with the company and thought, oh, this can really happen for me, you know? In my first year, I was already looking at the program, Midsummer Night's Dream, and then there's the Nutcracker and Romeo and Juliet, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get to do all these great things because, I mean, I've had my share of principal roles in the Philippines with Ballet Manila, and plus winning that competition, I thought I could make it. But when I got there, it was such a humbling experience. I saw everyone were just moving so well. They moved across the floor like eagles, and they were just flying and soaring really high. And it was such a reality check for me. I knew in a way that I was talented, but after seeing them, I thought that there was still a long way to go. And I learned a lot. I worked hard again, like we always do. We just work hard first to perfection, even though there's never really that point because you just keep wanting to improve. And along the way, I learned how to move better in a different style.
You had to adapt.
I had to adapt.
Yeah.
I had to adapt, and also there were a lot of beautiful things that I could learn from them too. And so, yeah, it was a very, I had to open my heart and be very open to the new experiences that were coming my way, and I accepted them wholeheartedly.
Would you have a most memorable performance with the Joffrey Ballet?
I would say Giselle. That was the...
You're not just saying that because Mauro is here.
No. Even when he's not here, I would still probably say the same thing.
Okay.
I would say Giselle because it was the mark of... it was the beginning of a road where I started getting more opportunities, more featured roles, and it really started with that. And I got to learn Giselle when I was with Ballet Manila, and I watched you constantly trying to make sure I was as close to what you were doing, because I felt like you were such an idol in my life, and I thought that if I could be as close to what you were doing, and so I'm ashamed to say this, but I was more of a copycat.
Oh, really?
I was really, if you noticed in Bayadera, I would copy your port de bras. I would copy all your port de bras and make sure that I had the same facials. I mean, we didn't have the same face, but I tried to make sure we had the same facials. I would try to put in my little things, but I tried to be really as close to what you were doing. I thought you were the epitome of perfection.
Well, that's so nice for a teacher or for an older ballerina to hear, really.
But really, I really wanted to be like you, and I worked really hard so that I could portray the same way you portrayed each role because I admired it so much. And then when I did Giselle, and everyone had such different takes on it, that I was forced to explore what it really meant for me. So that was a great learning experience, and along with Mauro, he helped me a lot. I felt that instant connection, our chemistry. I felt it was so light, and it was easy to express even without words.
Yeah.
So it was a great learning curve.
Dancing a classic like Giselle, of course, there are standards that have been already danced by many, many dancers in the past. But have you, as a partnership, worked on a ballet that was done specifically for just the both of you?
I think not specifically for us,
Well,
but
you were one of the casts in the creation.
one of the pieces that we did was Age of Innocence, and we each had our own roles in the ballet before we got to the point where we worked together on one of the paradas. And I think because we had already been working in the style of Edward Liang's choreography, when we got together to work on the parada, we understood the base of where we could start, and then I think that took us even higher when we started working together on that parada. That was fun.
That was fun.
Well, both of you are very young. You know, in your 20s. So as early as in your 20s, do you feel that dancing is your lifetime commitment, lifetime profession? Are you in it for the long haul? Or are there other things that you want to do with your lives?
I enjoy dancing so very much, and I feel like I'm actually at the point where I have left the Joffrey just recently to become an independent artist because I needed to experience dance in a different way. So I'm excited to see the second chapter of myself as a professional.
Okay, you took that leap of faith.
I
then.
did.
Yes. Christine, what about you?
I think I feel like I'm in it for the long haul in many different ways. Like, I've been thinking in myself what I can potentially do after, you know, when the time comes that feel that maybe dancing is too strenuous on my body.
Which is not for a long time.
I know, which is not for a long
okay.
time still, but obviously, like, there comes a point in your life when you have to think about your other options in life. I mean, ballet isn't there forever. I mean, there are limits, obviously. I mean, so I think that even my future careers that I've been, you know, thinking about, I've been thinking about maybe going into school for physical therapy because I think that I could still be within the same community as dancers, and I would love to be a dance physical therapist. I admire the physical therapists that we have at Joffrey Ballet, and I like their job, and I feel like I could help dancers that way. I also would like to be a ballet teacher, obviously. I would like to share my knowledge with the younger dancers. And it's always been that, like, I just wanted to be in that circle forever because I think it's a great life that we have. So I wouldn't want to be away from that.
Okay, your message to our budding ballerinas and dancers out there, you know, what do you want to tell them? The whole Philippines is listening.
You can go first.
Okay. I would say that working hard is always a good thing, and working hard for your own personal enjoyment is the best thing you can possibly do.
Okay, Christine?
I agree. Work hard, build on that strong foundation, and I think for young dancers, try as early as you can to find your own individuality. That will help you a lot in the long run. You know, our bodies are all very different. Some girl may have a really high leg, maybe really, really bendy, but it's not all about that. And you need to find and play with your weaknesses and your strengths and find what works for you within your own technique. And I think that as early as you can manage to learn all of that will really help you in the long run.
Okay, after last night's highly successful concert, what awaits you when you go back to Joffrey in Chicago?
what
Christine.
awaits me. So I'll still be around until around the middle of July. It's our off season, so I'm enjoying my time with my family and friends. But when we get back, we are going to stage La Bayadere by Stanton Welches, the artistic director of Houston Ballet. We are going to a festival in Ohio, Blossom Festival, which we are very lucky to be performing alongside the Cleveland Orchestra. They're amazing. They're such beautiful artists, and they're so talented. The music just fills the whole park beautifully. And then there's always the Nutcracker. And then in the winter, is it the mixed program? We have a mixed rep next year. We're doing Continuum of Christopher Wheeldon, 2 other pieces, I'm not sure what they are, and a more contemporary version of Romeo and Juliet in the spring, I believe.
And we hope that next year you'll be back here dancing
I
with
would
us
love
again.
to.
So with Mauro,
That would be
you have to
lovely.
come back.
Absolutely.
And dance with us again.
Thank
what
you
awaits
so
you
much.
after, now that you're a freelance
I go
artist?
back to Texas after I leave here, and I have lots of teaching, about 5 or 6 weeks of teaching, and then some dancing in San Antonio, which is my hometown.
Oh,
and
okay. Ballet Manila was in
Nutcrackers.
San Antonio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how exciting!
Yeah.
And of course, Nutcracker is always a big draw for dancers, and then possibly some dancing in San Diego, which I'm very excited about. Yes.
So, of course, we wish both of you all the best.
Thank
And
you
I will
very
switch to
much.
Tagalog now. Maraming salamat sa pagdalo niyo sa amin dito sa aming programa. Christine, Mauro, and may you have a long and fruitful career in ballet dahil kailangan talaga natin ng mga young and talented dancers na tulad ninyo para magpatuloy ang sining na ito. And at sana maging madalas ang inyong pag-uwi dito and mapapanood ka ng mga Filipino ballet fans, which I'm sure you've developed now that you've had your debut in Manila. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan ninyo kami ulit dito sa Art2art, kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino at sa lahat ng Pilipinong nagmamahal sa bayan.